Most of you offer most of what you offer vibrationally because of what you're observing. It's like you think reality is so real that it deserves your attention. And we get why, because the reality that you're translating through your physical senses, seeing it, hearing it, smelling it, tasting it, touching it, it is real, it is vivid, it is leading edge, it is something that is done, it is noticeable, it is seeable, it is gettable. But the question is it wantable? Is it wanted by you? Do you want it? Because if you don't want it, then don't look at it. Well, we know that's not easy, because there are a lot of people who are in your face with what they want you to see. And when you just turn away from them, your children do it all the time, have you noticed? And what do you say to them when they do that? Pay attention to me. Listen to me. You sort of demand attention from each other, but if you're really smart, you've become an evasive butterfly who only gives your attention to what you really want, or what you want to encourage in your experience. So when we say to you, you create your own reality, what we mean is you offer a vibration that law of attraction responds to. And when you know what vibration you're offering and you're doing it on purpose, then you are a deliberate creator. But when you're offering it just based upon things you've thought before, or things that other people think, or the loudest vibration or comment in the room, you might be creating your life by default. You might be creating things that you don't want to create when you don't need to. So we're eager to talk with you about whatever it is that you want to talk about. But our powerful desire for you, as a result of our conversations here today, is that you come to understand, at least, that there is a vibrational mix of energy within you. In other words, there are things you desire and there are things you believe, and that mix matters. When you desire something and believe it, now it's all flowing in the same direction, and there's powerful influence coming from you, and what you want is coming about. But if you want something that you doubt, if you want something that you're looking in opposition to, then you've got contradiction within you, and that's the thing we most want you to become aware of. Because when you say one thing but mean another, you've got a vibrational contradiction going on within you, and it just does not feel good. You are more than you see here in these physical bodies. You are an extension, while you are in these physical bodies, of source energy. And the source energy part of you is dominant. But the source energy part of you is not creating your reality. The source energy part of you is supporting the reality that you create. You said when you made the decision to put some of your consciousness into this personality that is you, I will go forth into this physical world, and I will explore and evaluate and come to conclusions and launch rockets of desire. And your inner being, that non-physical source soul God part of you, said, and when you do that, once life has shown you something that is of interest and importance to you, we will give our attention to that. And we will give our attention to that so clearly, no wobble in us. We won't focus on it but then wonder if you can do it. We won't focus upon it and then question your authenticity. We won't focus upon this desire that you've chosen and then talk to each other about how unlikely it is that you'll accomplish it. We won't badmouth your desire. We will never be unsupportive of what you are choosing, which means we may be different than you about the things you have chosen, because you do that all the time. I really want that, but am I capable? Am I worthy? I really want that, but is it the right thing for me to want? You are wobblers. And that's all right, because you are step oneers. Creative process, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But step 1 is you sift and sort and you come to conclusions and you launch these rockets. Step 1 is you ask. And step 2 is source rides the rocket of what you've asked and is unequivocal about that forevermore. Step 3 is you line up with what you want, and source is focus upon what you want. And step 4 is you just get really, 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 really good at that. And step 5 is you step back into step 1, but you do it with the attitude that source feels when you step back into step 1. You revel in the perfection of you exploring contrast again for the purpose of more motion forward. Do you know what you usually do when you step back into step 1? Oh, I'm not good at this. Or, oh, this again. But if you could maintain the perspective that Source has about you a little more often, you'd feel better. Things would go faster for you. You'd have more ease, and most of all, you'd have so much more fun in the creation of you, the creation of you. So you've been hanging around us for a while. You feel like you have a basis of understanding of what we teach. We're going to give you the short version of it. You create your own reality. You're offering a vibration all the time. Law of attraction is responding to that vibration. How do you like how you're doing? Now I'll give you a little longer version. You're the creator of your own reality. You offer vibration all the time. Law of attraction responds to your vibration. How do you like how you're doing? Doesn't really matter whether you like it right now, because you can change it that fast. It's just about your attention. But your attention, usually, you don't change that fast, because your attention is usually sort of kind of like the attention that you've been offering. That's what beliefs are. A belief is a thought that you continue to think. So do you know what you're up against, deliberate creative geniuses that you are? Do you know what you have to do? Do you know what your primary work is? A constant, steady reassessment of how well the beliefs that you have been holding or are holding are serving you. Period. Not if they're true or not. If you believe them, they're going to be true. Everything that you believe, that you hold steady in your vibration, comes about. So the question is not, is it true? There's all sorts of screwy things that are true. Things that no one wants. Figure that one out. Nobody wants them, and you're creating them all over the place and then documenting them. This is true. We say, sure enough. But maybe that's not the question. Maybe the question would be better to be, is this truth that we keep regurgitating something that we want to continue to regurgitate? And if the answer is no, then you got to take your attention away from it, because there's no getting rid of anything. Do you know that? It's only attraction, 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 only attraction. If you're getting it, you're attracting it. You are attracting it if you're getting it. Esther's been listening to us for a long time. We've been spewing through her for a very, 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 very long time. And not that long ago, days ago, just a tiny bit ago. She's getting something from someone that she does not want. And just for a momentary lapse in consciousness, she believed they were asserting it into her experience. And she's looking at them like, why would you do that to me? And then she remembered. Oh, it's only attraction. It's only attraction. But I'm getting something different than the words I say. Because the words you say are irrelevant. So if I'm getting it, I must be attracting it. I got to own that. Yuck. Sometimes it's hard to admit that you mean something that isn't nice, or that you wouldn't want to admit to. But law of attraction is not blaming you, it's just matching you. So if you've got something going on in your vibration, you're just going to see it and 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 see it. And then you know what you do as most humans, you say, oh yeah, the world's really full of this. We say, you're full of it. It's you that's full of it. If you're seeing it everywhere, it's active in your vibration. So then Esther would say, she's tried this on us for years. Abraham, I would like to phone a friend. I would like to be the one exception in all of the universe. I would like law of attraction to just give me this one anyway. Give me what I want, even though I'm offering a vibration in opposition to what I want. Oh, but when you get the hang of this, when you start accepting that you create your own reality and that it's attraction, 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 and everybody else is too, then you start enjoying the dance. Then you start enjoying what you're attracting. And there's so much wonderful stuff that you're attracting mixed in with stuff that you don't want. But the discerning, the realization, the fine-tuning, the practicing of the thoughts, the thinking on purpose and then watching the results. How fun is that? We just want to give you one little thing that will help you so much. Do not misunderstand. Do not come to think. A lot of people do, but do not come to think this. I'll practice my vibration so that you will be better. I'll think thoughts about you so that you will behave the way I like. No. Because they get to do the same thing. So don't learn to offer thoughts to control the behavior of others. Offer thoughts because they mesh, they jive, they resonate, they blend, they harmonize with who you really are and what you want. And then watch the universe just wrap round you with never-ending evidence of the alignment that you have found with your own desires and your own whole self, your own true self. And then just love everybody else who is doing some version of that themselves. And don't need them to be different for you. That's futile. We are knowing what's going on here, which means we're like your inner being in this way. We know who you really are. We know what life has caused you to vibrationally become. We know the vibrational version of you, the vortex version of you, the in the process of becoming version of you. And we know where you think you stand in relationship to it. Ooh, did you hear those specifically offered words? We know where you think you stand. In other words, where we think you stand is over here with your source. But where you think you stand matters a lot because it's you attracting. We can know who you are. We can know your power and your beauty and your value. We know it all day long. But if you don't know it, because we can't vibrate for you, we can influence you through the power of what we know about you, but you've got to come into harmony with you before life really gets good for you. So we'll do as your inner being does. We know where you mean to be. We know where you want your manifestations to evolve to. We know where you vibrationally already are in relationship to where you vibrationally are thinking here and now. We know what that gap is. And we know what the path of least resistance is, where the pockets of your resistance are, what conversations we might have to lead you around your resistance to where you want to be. And while we know it would be easier for you and faster for you if you could just get rid of all of your resistance, we know you're not going to do that because that's not how the law of attraction works. The thoughts you've been thinking, you're likely to continue to think. They're not going to change all at once, but they can change. And so as you begin being more optimistic about who you are, things get better for you. As you leave your pessimism behind, things get better for you. As you leave your sighing and complaining and negative comments behind, some things shift a little. But what matters most is that you find ways of feeling better. And that's what we are about here today. So we're going to help you to find your path of least resistance. And most of all, we want you to know you're never going to get it done. Your inner being is not asking you to get done or for perfection. Your inner being adores the fact that you said, I'll go into a leading edge environment and I'll explore the greatest contrast that has ever been in all of the universe. And from it, I will selectively sift things that I care about. And I will use the power of the focus of my clear mind in order to accomplish a vibration within me that doesn't wobble, that isn't split. That's what this is about. So if you got some split energy, that's normal. Cleaning it up, that's normal. That's what happens here.